Anurag Kashyap, Sriram Raghavan, Madhur Bhandarkar. See, I won't say, because the film eventually is about a collective. Like Anurag Kashyap, I believe, has a stronger personality, which some people might like or not, but the fact is got a strong personality is what which appeals to me personally. Camera is a pen. I mean, this first time I realized and observed to narrate a story, camera is usually supposed to capture what is happening, but it can be used probably first time noticeably in Alfred Hitchcock's earlier films, and then of course Steven Spielberg took it to a completely new level, and I was heavily influenced by that kind of a style to use camera as a pen. Now, pen meaning in terms of writing a story. Yeah. Kick up an envelope. Nana Padekar Revati in Aptak Chappan. Yeah, that was one of the best, in terms of the best cop stories I think ever done by Shimit, in my production. And they were a really great pair because both of them are highly versatile and actors. Yeah. First time use of multiple camera. See, I actually noticed this in Danny Boyle's film 127 Hours, where they used different cameras, where we used to be stuck in the olden times about having only one kind of a camera. We are so sensitive, but in terms of when the digital technology came in, doesn't make a difference as long as the resolution is there. So yeah, so that is when I think the first time I started using it, actually even in Sarkar Raj also at the same time. Yeah. Kallu Mama's song in Satya. So the interesting part at the time was initially the film was not planned with songs, and at a point of time Bharat Bhai, the producer, said, Ram, we can't market the film, we can't promote the film if there are no songs in it. And very reluctantly I agreed, and then I said, once we decide to do it and let them do it properly and to bring them in as much. So many of the people were very against my decision of putting songs with Anurag Kashyap and then of course Sandeep Chauta. And he said, but for a reason of compulsion and whatever we did, and eventually they worked, because today I can't imagine Satya without songs, for all the reluctance we had at the making time. Yeah, see, 26 Cerebin, obviously now Taj is an iconic landmark, and a terrorist attack happening there shocked the entire country. And to recreate that, obviously, when initially I tried to do it in the same place, but because of the memory they had and they didn't want to relive it, and when the management refused, we recreated the reception in Centaur Hotel, I think in Juhu or somewhere. My first conversation with Nagarjuna was not about Shiva at the time, because I was close to his brother, elder brother Venkat was a producer, and I was talking to him about Godfather actually. That is what I remember my first conversation in terms of the uniqueness of the book. I was talking more about the novel than the film, and I remember him being very impressed with my understanding of Godfather. See, South Indian cinema, the only difference with North Indian cinema, I would say, is they always followed the pattern of making mass masala, very heroic films, which I think Bollywood kind of abandoned that in the 90s when the musicals took over, like Hum Aapke Kaun and Maine Pyar Kiya, Dilwale. When they came, I think they kind of suddenly the music companies taking over and they were making films as vehicles to sell music. That phenomenon had never happened. Though the songs were there, but they were all very hero centric. So I think now with KGF 2 and Pushpa 2 coming, probably there's an attempt in Hindi also to reverse that trend, I would think. A movie which is misunderstood by audience, I feel honestly could be Nishabt, because I feel I made it with so much of sincerity in the context of the emotion. But just the larger than life and image of Mr. Bachchan, which neither me nor him could foresee that. So they started seeing the film in a completely different light, and I think that is what the closest I can think what can come under misunderstanding. Maybe not the film, but misunderstanding the intention. Scene from my film that I wish to delete, and why? I mean, there are films which I probably want to delete. I don't think scene from a film, I can't recall any of such. Maybe if I was given a chance by anyone, I would like to delete an department and arc, I would think. Yeah. Unconventional camera angles in my films. Like, recently someone said, I think your camera angles are becoming predictable. No, see, I said the camera angle is nothing but how I desire to see something. So if I can't do it like the way how you will desire, it's not physically possible. So on an instinct level, in a subject matter, depending on this film, the character, and what the scene is, I get an instinct this is the best way to capture, and which is what I do probably in my music also, in my sound design also, and even the characterizations. So that is an expression of me, how I want to see it and feel it. Yeah. See, my initial thing in company, why I went to Mohanlal, initially I wanted Kamal Haasan, but I just somehow felt it's such a realistic film, and Kamal Haasan is a great actor, but he's a very stylized actor. So I thought something like that style might not go sync with how I see company, which is the reason I approached Mohanlal. And the moment he heard the idea and the character, yeah, he immediately agreed to do it. Hi, this is Gopal Varma. I'm happy to be here on Pinkvilla. Well, the color is coming back. Rangila is re-releasing in 4K restored version on 28th November. Just please go and watch it and enjoy it. Thank you.
To watch the full video, click here. पूरा वीडियो देखने के लिए यहाँ क्लिक करें.